Welcome everyone to the Speaking Part 3 Describing a Scene analysis. Before we start, I want to remind you that I will be following the Speaking Part 3 Describing a Scene guide. You can find this guide in our CELPIP library in the speaking section Part 3. Okay, and there's a video also in our channel. This guide provides you more information about what is the best approach to answering Speaking Part 3 and some tips and strategies that you can use to improve your score. So please go to our CELPIP library and you can watch that video, or you can watch it in our YouTube channel. For now, I will just be looking at the pages of the guide. It tells us about looking at the picture and preparing, what we should do to understand the picture better, what kind of grammar we can use. Very important, I'll say that right now. We need to use present continuous. Present continuous is the most important tense for this question, and this is why this question is a lower level complexity, okay? And also, very important, organizing our answer. This is what I'm going to be using the most. Whether it's for level 5, 6, or higher, we need to organize the answer well, okay? Now let's get started with today's analysis. So everyone, here we are in part 3, describing a scene. And we're going to try to build a CLB 7 to 9 answer, okay? Now, firstly, I'd like to say that this question can improve your score for a higher level. It can if you use strong language, okay? I will try to show or demonstrate that to you. Because this question, the complexity is level 4 to 6, okay? This question is not the question that you should be focusing on if you want to really make sure you get 7, 8, or 9. That's part 1, part 6, part 7. But at the same time, if you want to really show your higher level language knowledge, then you can do it in this part as well, because it's easier. That's one thing. And the other thing is that this question can reduce your score significantly if you make simple errors and if you use simple language. There are some high-level students, they can give opinions about very complicated topics very easily, but when it comes to a picture, they don't know the simple vocabulary or even simple language. So what is simple language here? Well, present continuous, okay? Because we need to describe what the people are doing. So that's present continuous or simple form, okay? So keep that in mind. Level 7, 8s, 9s in this part, it should be a breeze. It should be really easy, okay? But we have to make sure that we don't make any simple errors. And if you can give some stronger ideas, it will demonstrate your knowledge. Okay. Also, I'm going to be using my speaking guide. Most important about this one is just organization. 7, 8s, and 9s, we need to organize. We need to show that we have control of our ideas. Okay? And the best way to do that in the picture is to organize, to give markers of location. And I'm going to be using it seems like and it looks like. Also, we can use it seems like and it looks like to increase our score in this part. So let's start. Let's introduce the question. Okay. This picture is taking place at a farm in the countryside. There are many children and adults doing different activities at the moment. Very standard, very normal. Okay. If we can give, I don't think here we can give any other, maybe a large farm. Could even be a petting farm. You can, it's not really that important here. Also, the vocabulary here, we can say farm workers, children, men, women. So let's try to put some more vocab. Children and adults, it looks like here to me. Or maybe even teenagers. Okay. So let's get to the first part. We're going to go to the foreground. The foreground. Okay. So right here is the foreground. All right. In the foreground on the right, there's a boy in the sheep pen and he's petting a lamb. It looks like they have a special bond. Okay, so right away, first the easy part, or should be the easy part, there's a boy in the sheep pen. And what is he doing? He's petting a lamb. So that should be the easy part. Now, the one that we want to increase and we want to show more knowledge is when I use this, what we want to try to make a sentence that shows what we think it is. It seems like they have a special bond. I see here and it looks like that lamb and that boy, they seem to be really having a special bond there. Okay? Now, what about on the other side? While on the left, there's a woman picking tomatoes because they look ripe and ready to eat. Right? The tomatoes are red, they're ripe. So she's picking them because they look ripe and ready to eat. Okay, that's good. And next to her, a man's pruning some plants, which could be grapevines. Wasn't clear what these plants are. Some students said grapevines. Okay, so that seems like a good suggestion. So there we go. So again, we have good language use already. Again, it's not like in part, actually, 7s to 9s, they have a difficult time using strong language for this part. I'm trying to do that again, which it looks like, and which could be, you see, which could be grapevines, okay? All right, next. In the middle on the right, we can see a farmer grooming a horse by washing its hair. Should be its hair, not his. I'll change that after because I have my part here. Its hair, the horse's hair. Okay. So grooming, that's a strong word here. Okay. We groom pets and animals. Okay. I'll change that next. While next to him, two teenagers are feeding the pigs, and some chickens are grazing the field. Okay. Okay, good. So, two teenagers are feeding the pigs, and we see here some chickens are grazing the fields. Okay. Or the field. Change that too. All right. So far, so good. I think, again, what I'm trying to say here is I don't see much difficult language used so far in this question. That's because it's not really a difficult or complex question. Okay? We're getting the basics, and part 7 to 9, we should be trying to express more. Are grazing the fields. Okay. Let's get to the last part, which is the background. In the background, there's a farmer driving a tractor which is pulling a large trailer of hay. So the farmer's driving a tractor, it's pulling a large trailer of hay. Okay. All right. Also, two farm workers are riding the trailer on top of the hay. Right over there. Okay. Very descriptive. And I okay, I'm going to use it seems like again. That's good. It seems like they have been collecting and loading the bushels of hay and could be done for the day. There's the strongest sentence that we have in this example. And a very strong sentence to illustrate how we can use stronger language for this part. Definitely with it seems like. It seems like, it looks like. Again, these the sentence form indicates that you think that's what it could be. And over here, the trailer is full of hay, right? So for me, it seems like they have been collecting hay all day because it's full and they could be done for the day. So there's a strong sentence, okay? Again, we used present perfect continuous here and we use passive form here. Could be done. Okay? So, what to say? Well, this sentence here is stronger. Anytime you use it seems like and it looks like, you will demonstrate stronger knowledge, okay? And of course, it's not about one sentence or two, but it's about the totality of the answer. And this answer for sure is a stronger answer. Again, part three is not going to really give us a chance to demonstrate stronger vocabulary, or it can, or it, some of these words here for sure, 7s to 8s will not know, like bushels of hay, like grooming, maybe not even pruning. Okay? 7 to 8s, it's not so much expected to have this higher level vocabulary. Now, level 9s, the stronger vocabulary, the more vocabulary, and the more expression, the higher your score. Okay? And also about delivery, right? Here we have an answer which is suitable enough in terms of its complexity for 9 for sure. But it's not just about the language use, it's about the speaking, right? It's about the fluency, the flow, the clarity, and completing it in 1 minute. We need to start and we need to finish in 1 minute. Let me just, I think over here before I read this. Yes, it's hair. I want to change that to it's hair for the horse and the field here. The field. Okay, so it's about delivery, right? So let me illustrate that for you in a minute, okay? Let's focus on flow, intonation, okay? This picture is taking place at a farm in the countryside. There are many children and adults doing different activities at the moment. In the foreground on the right, there's a boy in the sheep pen and he's petting a lamb. It looks like they have a special bond. While on the left, there's a woman picking tomatoes because they look ripe and ready to eat. And next to her, a man's pruning some plants, which could be grapevines. In the middle, on the right, we can see a farmer grooming a horse by washing its hair, while next to him, two teenagers are feeding the pigs and some chickens are grazing the field. In the background, there's a farmer driving a tractor which is pulling a large trailer of hay. Also, two farm workers are riding the trailer on top of the hay. It seems like they have been collecting and loading the bushels of hay and could be done for the day. That sounded to me like a very good rhyme. Heyday, heyday, okay. So, everyone, again, okay, some things in here are strong. Definitely this sentence in at the end. And it seems like and it looks like always gives us an opportunity to express more and use knowledge more. All right, so everyone, let's practice. Let's practice reading and repeating this answer in 1 minute. And then let's practice producing the answer on your own from your knowledge, not from memory. Okay? And also, everyone, let's remember that if you'd like more practice, there are lots of examples of part 3 in our library, okay? Many examples there for you to improve. Okay, so let's remember, practice makes perfect. I would like to remind you that if you're looking for some more listening, reading, writing, or speaking CELPIP exam practice, then you should definitely subscribe to our CELPIP library. The CELPIP library has hundreds of examples of listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which will help you develop your score, whatever the score you need. Also, the library contains vocabulary, listening skills, reading skills, grammar, and writing skills exercises, which will really help you improve your general understanding of English and also for the exam. So, and you can purchase a 1 month pass or a 2 month or a 3 month subscription for a very low price. And of course, if you really enjoyed this content, then please like this video, share it, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we will keep on producing more CELPIP analysis for your development. Have a great day.